This video is a review of how to graph from slope-intercept form and the intercepts. We're going to begin by graphing from slope-intercept form. So we're going to graph y is equal to 2/3 x plus 4. Recall that m is 2/3, so our slope is 2/3. B, our y-intercept is 4. I will begin by putting a point at 4. The slope of 2/3 tells me to go up 2 and to the right 3. So I'm going to put my second point here. I'm then going to draw a line through those 2 points. Remember that your line is going to have arrows on the end of it, and if you can, draw it through the entire graph. Next, we're going to graph y is equal to -3/4 x plus 2. Again, our slope will be -3/4, and our y-intercept will be 2. So to begin, we put a point at 2. That slope of -3/4 tells me to go down 3 and to the right 4 units to make my second point. Now that I have those 2 points, I'm able to connect and make my line. Again, remember that you need to draw your line. If you're on paper, you're going to use a ruler so that that's nice and straight, and arrows on the end. Our next example, y equals 4x plus 6. So on this one, we have a slope of 4, which is the same as 4/1, and a y-intercept of -6. I'll put my first point down at -6. That slope of 4, or 4/1, tells me to go up 4 and to the right 1. For my second point, I can now connect those 2 points to make my line. Again, doing the best I can on the computer with a straight line. That one looks pretty good. Arrows on the end. Next, one more final one with the slope-intercept form. Y equals -5x minus 1. Our slope is -5, which is the same as -5/1. Our y-intercept is -1. I'll begin by putting a point at -1. That slope of -5 tells me to go down 5 units and to the right 1 unit. So I can connect those 2 points to make my line. Arrows on the end again. Next, we're going to take a look at how to graph with the x and the y-intercept. So what we're going to do is we're going to graph those 2 points. So my x-intercept is 4. So on the x-axis, I'm going to put a point at 4. My y-intercept is -5. So on the y-axis, I put a point at -5. And now I'm going to connect those 2 points to make my line. Connecting them is going to give me a line that looks something like this. Again, arrows on the end. And that is our review of graphing with slope-intercept form and the x and the y-intercepts.